Hi, my name is Joshua Bravo, and I am the clinical director here at the Utah Pride Center Community Counseling. My pronouns are male pronouns, he, him, his, and gender-neutral pronouns, they, them, theirs. I have worked here at the Utah Pride Center Community Counseling for the past 5 years.
I'm Lane Gardner, CSW. I'm a certified social worker here at the Utah Pride Center. My pronouns are he, him, and his. I work with adult populations and families.
So my name's Susan Reimers. I prefer she, her, and her pronouns, and I've been working at the Pride Center since June of 2016.
When you come in for your initial meeting, after making your appointment and contacting therapy.utahpridecenter.org, we'll sit down and have a conversation about what's going on in your life, where you are right now as a client, and how we can best help you. We might set some goals, we might look at some different areas to seek out information if it's a resource that you need, but basically it's a conversation between the two of us about what we can do to best help you.
Once we get your email, we set up an initial assessment appointment where you come in and a therapist spends about an hour and a half with you and goes over your history, things about what brought you into therapy, family history, your social situation, the kinds of challenges that you're facing. And we then assign you to a therapist, and that therapist will meet with you and kind of go according to the treatment plan that was developed in the assessment. That looks different for every client. Just depending on what your challenges are, like what you're coming in for.
Some of the modalities and treatment approaches that we provide here at the Utah Pride Center would be mind-body bridging, cognitive behavioral therapy. We also provide brief solution-focused therapy and EMDR. EMDR, we have a couple of the therapists here who are trained and experienced in working with trauma.
As part of your assessment, you fill out a batch of paperwork, kind of the standard thing that you see at most medical offices. One of those forms is a payment agreement. The Pride Center accepts some forms of insurance, but not all forms of insurance. And so for those who aren't insured, we go with a sliding scale fee agreement. What we do is we kind of peg you to the sliding scale based on your income and family size. We have a chart that determines your rate. People kind of range between $10 an hour for a half an hour. That's kind of the bottom end of the scale, up to $100 an hour for a full hour, just again based on what your income is and what your family size is.
When you come in for your initial meeting, after making your appointment and contacting therapy.utahpridecenter.org, we'll sit down and have a conversation about what's going on in your life, where you are right now as a client, and how we can best help you. We might set some goals, we might look at some different areas to seek out information if it's a resource that you need, but basically it's a conversation between the two of us about what we can do to best help you. The best thing about working for the Utah Pride Center, other than our clients, is the affirming, positive space. Everybody has a home here.
When I passed my exam to become a clinical social worker, the Utah Pride Center was the first place that I approached for employment. So I've been working here ever since, and I'm very happy working with the community. It feels like home to me.
The Utah Pride Center Community Counseling means a lot to me. I'm very passionate to this type of work. The mission and the vision of the Utah Pride Center is to reach out those who are vulnerable and individuals who have been suffering, and we want to be able to create a healing space for them to be able to be themselves. I love working here. I love working within the queer community. Ever since I was 17 years old, I surrounded myself with individuals who helped me find who I am, and I want to be able to do the same thing in return through therapy. And that's what keeps me here, and that keeps me committed to this type of work.